walked a mile through burning sand, with dust that clung like a lonely hand. The sun hung low, a dying flame, too tired to whisper my name. The crosses stood like crooked men, reminding me what I'd been then. A softer voice, a younger face now, gone without a trace. A crow above began to cry, a lonesome hymn across the sky. It echoed truths I've tried to hide, the ones I keep inside. And oh, the saddest man beneath the desert sun is me, the one who lost before the race begun. I rode through fire but nowhere left to run, a shadow fading slowly into none. My horse moves slow through broken light, its breath a ghost of dying night, its eyes like tired autumn leaves, so full of quiet grief. I passed the graves of those I knew, the ones who stayed when I withdrew. Their silence pressed against my chest, a weight I never confessed. A voice rose up from shifting sand, soft as a trembling desperate hand. It said, you break what you can't mend and lose the ones who bend. And oh, the saddest man beneath the desert sun still mourns the battles he has never won, a lonely rider fading one by one, a life unlived, a heart that came undone. Some men die once, but some die every time they remember what they could have been. A town appeared through heated haze, a distant echo of better days. The saloon doors creaked as if to say, you left then lost your way. Inside the ghosts of old regrets, we're dancing slow like marionettes. The shadows pulled across the floor, a truth I couldn't ignore. The piano played a mournful tune, as fragile as a dying moon. It sang the things I failed to speak, the words beneath my cheek. And oh, the saddest man beneath the desert sun is cursed to feel what others merely shun, a heart that cracks before the day is done, a silent vow that weighs a ton. I stepped outside and faced the breeze, a whisper threading through the trees. It carried all I tried to hide, my sins, my fears, my pride. The crow returned, it perched above, a witness to the death of love. Its eyes reflected back my sin, the storms that start within. And though the sky began to fade and twilight cast its solemn shade, I felt a tear escape my eye. Truth I can't deny. And oh, the saddest man beneath the desert sun is me, the quiet solitary one, the rider lost before the race begun, still searching for a place that feels like home. I rode a stretch of moonlit dust where silence groaned like ancient rust. The mountains curled in crooked shapes like graves that never escape. My horse moved slow through silver sand, its breath a ghost beneath my hand. And every mile it carried me felt caused by misery. A crow flew low across the night, it's called the death of fading light. It circled once, then disappeared like someone I once feared. Pressed cold against my back, a whisper following my track, a voice that breathed with quiet spite. You are the man of night. I'm the rider who carried the night, a shadow cut from dying light. I walk the line the dead walk right. I'm bound to roads that shun the bright. No dawn can free me from this plight. I am the rider of night. I passed a grave of broken pride, where once a man stood side by side, with hope so strong it split the sky. Now dirt, his lullaby. A lantern flickered in the dust, half buried in forgotten trust. It hummed the song of years ago, a tune I used to know. The shadows stretch like wounded men, their fingers reaching out again. And though my heart refused their plea, they still held on to me. A whisper cut across the plain, so soft it barely touched my brain. It said you ride but lose the fight. Your soul is made of night. I'm the rider who carried the night, bound to ashes, bound to spite. A ghost who walks where stars lose sight, a man undone by his own fight. The moon remembers my sin, may lose his love, his blood, his kin. But when he burdens endless night, there's no returning to the light. I reached a valley black as ink, where thoughts grow sharp enough to sink. A woman's ghost stood near a pine, her eyes once warm, now mine. She whispered through the trembling leaves, "You carry night because it grieves. It clings to men who once had flame and lost their only name." Her shadow brushed against my coat, a touch as thin as dying note. I felt the memory of her tears, the ones I hid for years. She stared into my empty chest, her voice a tired, broken rest. "You'll never find your peace in light. You were reborn in night." I'm the rider who carried the night, a pilgrim lost in endless blight, a scrap of bone, a fading right, a man consumed by inner fight. My heart forgets what once felt right. I am the keeper of night. The moon collapsed behind the ridge, a dying flame beneath the bridge. My horse lay down too weak to stand, its breath a ghost in sand. I knelt beside it, held its mane, and felt the echo of my pain. The night grew still, the world grew thin, as darkness settled in. The crow returned upon a cross, its call a hymn for what I've lost. It spread its wings against the sky, a symbol I must die. But not in body, not in bone, in every lie I've ever known. The night whispered one last inside, you aren't a man, you're night. I'm the rider who I rode into a canyon deep, where even ghosts forgot to weep. The walls rose up like ancient scars, carved by forgotten stars. My horse moved slow with trembling stride, as if the canyon pulled inside the breath from every living thing, a quiet, awful ring. The sky above was torn in red, a shroud for all the words unsaid. And somewhere in the choking dust I felt tremble through my name. You left your heart within this place, and time can't hide its face. In the canyon that ate my heart, where the shadows tear men apart, I walked the trail I tore into, a ghost unsure of what is true. No man escapes the place he starts, the canyon that ate his heart. I saw fire burn to coal, still warm as if it held a soul. Beside it lay a rusted ring, a small, forgotten thing. I knelt and brushed away the sand, and felt it tremble in my hand. It hummed a song of years ago, a love I failed to grow. A woman's voice rose on the wind, soft as forgiveness never penned. It echoed down the canyon's throat, a trembling, dying note. You left me when the world grew cold. You chased the night, you chased your gold. The canyon kept what you betrayed, the love you let decay. In the canyon that ate my heart, where the dead keep tearing worlds apart, I feel her breath in every stone, a truth I carved but never owned. No rider leaves without a mark from the canyon that stole his heart. Some places hold the parts you lose, some keep the things you didn't choose, but only hear the echo start, the canyon that eats the heart. I walked until my bones turned weak, until my shadow couldn't speak. The walls closed in like solemn hands, too tired for reprimands. A figure stepped from broken shell, a ghost too weary to inhale. It looked at me with hollow plea, a form that once was me. Turn back, it said, the cost is steep. The canyon doesn't let men keep the parts they lost, the parts they fled. It feeds on all unsaved. I stared into its sunken eyes, saw every sin I tried to disguise. The ghost reached out with trembling start. You left yourself apart. In the canyon that ate my heart, where past and present split apart, the man I was stood face to face with all I buried in this place. No dawn can tear the dark apart. In the canyon night collapsed upon the stone, I felt the canyon claim its throne. The wind fell silent, cold and vast, a judge of every past. My horse lay down too tired to stand, its heartbeat fading from my hand. The canyon breathed a sigh so deep, it nearly pulled me asleep. But then a spark inside me stirred, a small defiant broken word. I rose and took the final stride, a choice to face the tide. The canyon whispered in my ear, its voice both tender, dark and clear. You cannot leave what you depart, but you can mend your. I rode into a valley deep, where secrets never dare to sleep. The sand was carved by years of cries, by ghosts with hollow eyes. My horse stepped slow through brittle air, its breath a prayer to nowhere, and every hoof print felt like weight, a whisper left too late. Far off I heard a quiet tune, soft as a dying afternoon. It drifted low across the plain, a voice still carrying pain. I knew that sound, that trembling string, the valley where the dead still sing. In the valley where the dead still sing, the wind remembers everything. The fallen raise their broken hymn, a song between the dusk and dim. No man escapes, the echoes ring, the valley where the dead still sing. I passed a cross of splintered bone, a grave without a name or stone. The dirt around it cracked with thirst, as if the earth had cursed. A raven watched me from a beam of rusted wood that used to dream. It tilted once, then gave a cry, a cold foretelling sigh. The wind grew sharp, the sky grew thin. It crawled beneath my ragged skin. It hummed a tune I used to hear, a song from someone near. Her voice returned like winter's sting, the valley where the dead still sing. In the valley where the dead still sing, the night unveils its ghostly wing. The ones I lost, the ones I knew, their whispers rise like morning dew. My name they speak, my sins they bring, the valley where the dead still sing. No man can bury what he broke, the past returns through sand and smoke. And here where truth has grown its sting, the dead still rise to sing. I reached a stone I carved myself, a memory I left on shelf, a name still etched in faded gold, a story never told. I knelt, the dust around me stirred as if the ground recalled each word. Then from the silence rose a hymn, a voice I failed to win. She stood before me, pale and warm, a ghost that kept her human form. Her eyes were storms I used to chase, a love I let erase. She sang the song we wrote one spring, the valley where the dead still sing. In the valley where the dead still sing, their voices tear through everything. Regret becomes a sharpened blade, and every vow I left unpaid returns to me on broken wing. The valley where the dead still sing. The moon rose up like pale remorse, its glow a wound without a source. My horse grew still beneath its light, a shadow yielding night. The ghosts around me gathered close, their footsteps soft, their faces lost. They circled me like mournful drums, a truth no rider outruns. I felt her hand against my chest, a touch that shook me into rest. She whispered, boy, you can't outrun the songs you left undone. And as her voice sank into dust, I felt my bones begin to rust. The valley breathed its ancient string, where dead still rise to sing. In the valley where the dead still sing, my heart became a weathered string. I joined their mournful offering, a soul unfit for reckoning. And now I ride on shadow's wing, a voice among the dead who sing. I rode until the sky ran dry, until no star was left to try. My horse breathed dust, my lungs burned cold, my heart grew cracked and old. The plains behind me stretched like scars, the kind you hide beneath the stars. But in the dark they rise again, old wounds I can't contain. The wind grew sharp, the earth grew thin, I felt the weight beneath my skin. And when the mountains turned to ash, I heard the future crash. A raven circled overhead, its cry a warning for the dead. It landed where the light unfurled the edge of this dark world. I'm the rider who stood at the end of the world, where the dust never settles and the wind stays curled. A man undone, a fate unfurled, the last breath of a boy that sorrow hurled. I stand alone where truth is hurled, the rider. At the end of the world. I saw the bones of fallen men, half buried in the devil's den. Their fingers reached for open skies, still lost in their goodbyes. A broken cross, a rusted brand, a promise carved in deadened sand. These relics whispered through the dust, choose fate or choose your trust. The canyon opened up below, its depth a quiet aching glow. A voice rose up from ancient land, a grief I'd understand. It spoke, you lost more than just your way. You lost the man you meant to stay. You lost the fire, you lost the fight, and then it called me night. I'm the rider who stood at the end of the world, where every truth is cut and hurled, where fallen love and pain are swirled, and every memory stays uncurled. A lonely flags forever twirl, the rider. At the end of the world. There comes a place where men return to ashes they refuse to learn, and at that place the world grows thin and shows the shape of who you've been. I saw a woman in the haze, her silhouette a fading blaze. Her eyes were moons in dying light, reminders of a fight. She whispered you came back too late. The world moved on, you changed your fate. You traded warmth for endless roam, and now you're far from home. Her voice grew brittle like a leaf, breaking under years of grief. I reached but touched just shifting sand, no pulse beneath my hand. The ground cracked open like a sigh, the wind let out a hollow cry, and all at once I knew the cost of every heart I'd lost. I'm the rider who stood at the end of the world, where the sins I scattered all returned and swirled, where ghosts demand the truth I hurled, where no man's past stays gently furled, where every lie becomes unpearled. I stand at the end of the world. The moon rose high, the land grew still, a blessing wrapped in quiet chill. My horse fell down beside my knee, too tired to carry me. I whispered, if this world must break, then let it take what it must take. But something warm rose in my chest, a spark of old unrest. I stood and faced the dying land, the nothing stretching out like sand. And though the world refuse my plea, I felt myself break free. I turned my back to what was done, to where the war had once begun, and with a step toward morning swirl, I left the end of the world. I'm the rider who walked from the end of the world, where all my sins lay bare uncurled. I'm stitched with scars and shadows swirled, a man reborn though bruised and whirled. I leave behind the dust unfurled, a rider leaving the world. I rode a mile through dying heat, where bones lay scattered at my feet. The wind was cold, though day burned red, a sign of something dead. My horse moved slow across the flats, where silence screamed in whispered cracks, and every breath I pulled inside felt stolen from someone who died. A shadow crept beside my own, thin as a memory, sharp as stone. It moved when I refused to move, a truth I couldn't prove. I turned but nothing met my stare, just empty space and hollow air. Yet still I felt that quiet moan, a ghost had borrowed my bone. There's a ghost who borrowed my bones, who follows me through dust and stones. He walks my steps, he speaks my tones, he knows the weight my soul postpones. I'm not the man the desert owns, the ghost who borrowed my bones. I reached a ridge of broken earth, a place where death long proved its worth. Crosses bent like tortured men, afraid to rise again. A raven perched upon a skull, its eyes too knowing, dark and full. It called one sharp and ancient sound, a warning of the bound. The ghost stepped out in dying light, a shape half formed, half made of night. His outline shimmered, torn and thin, a mirror of my sin. He whispered, you forgot my name, you buried me in smoke and flame. You left me where the dust condones, so I borrowed your bone. There's a ghost who borrowed my bones, a weight that hollowed out my tones. He walks the path my shadow hones, he speaks the truths my heart disowns. No rider dies where he atones, the ghost who borrowed my bones. Some men live twice, once in flesh, once in guilt. He walked beside me through the dune, a figure sharp beneath the moon. And when he spoke, the ground turned cold, his words cut deep a chance to rise again, to choose the right instead of sin. But every road you carved alone became a path I own. He reached and touched my trembling wrist. His grip was smoke but iron-kissed. I felt a chill move through my vein, a tide of old remains. You buried me when night was dim, but death remembers every whim. You left me lost in shattered tones, so I borrowed your bone. There's a ghost who borrowed my bones, who sings through me in broken tones. He drags my sins through ancient stones. He binds my fate in silent loans. I'm not the man the world condones, the ghost who borrowed my bones. The moon climbed high, a frozen flame, illuminating all my shame. My horse bowed low, too tired to stand, its breath a fading brand. The ghost stepped close, his eyes now mine, reflecting stars I'd left behind. He whispered softly, you can choose to live or keep the bruise. I felt the desert choke my chest, the night demanding its bequest. I closed my eyes, embraced the groan, and said these bones are mine alone. The ghost dissolved like drifting smoke, a fragile tear the darkness broke, and what remained was just my weight, a man who faced his fate. There was a ghost who borrowed my bones, who tried to roll my dust and stones. But now I walk in humble tones, a man rebuilt from shattered zones. I'll ride until the story condones no ghost within my bones. I rode across a dying land, where time slipped through my trembling hand. The sun hung low, a rusted crown, too old to hold me down. The sand was carved by ancient feet, by ghosts who lost their final beat. The shadows brushed along my reins, a trail of silent chains. My horse moved slow through shifting dunes, its breath in tune with distant moons. And when we crossed a fractured plain, I heard my name again. But not the name I used to claim, a softer sound, a broken flame, a whisper caught in swirling dust. Come back, become your trust. In the desert where time forgot my name, the wind retells my deepest shame. It carries echoes wrapped in flame, and brings me face to face with blame. No man returns from where he came when time lets go his name. gray as steel and bone, to heaven stripped of every tone. The clouds hung low like dying breath, a warning, May, you're dead. A raven perched on twisted wood, it stands too still, its gaze too good. It stared as if it somehow knew the lies I thought were true. Ahead a valley split into one path I feared, one path I knew. But time had taken both from me, left only what I'd be. I turned to where the shadows been, where distant memories had went. And there I saw a silhouette, someone I won't forget. A man who looked like who I'd been before the guilt crawled through my skin. He stared at me with hollow flame as if you lost your name. In the desert where time forgot my name, I faced myself in burning frame. The boy I was, the man I became, both trembling under sorrow's aim. The future bent, the past the same, where time unwrote my name. Men don't lose names in sudden storms, they lose them in the cracks they form. And time decides what shapes remain, what man deserves a name. The silhouette stepped closer still, a breath of frost, a ghost of will. He raised his hand and touched my chest, a chill. I failed to rest. You let the desert carve you thin, you let regret crawl deep within. You walked the path that left you dry and watched your soul go by. His eyes were wells of silent rain, of years I tried to numb with pain. He whispered truths in muted tones, you're only borrowing these bones. I trembled as the dunes shook while the desert grieving for the child I left behind on some lost day, too blind to find my way. In the desert where time forgot my name, I learned that I was not the same. The man I sought and man I blame were cut from sorrow's twisted frame. Time held the match, I held the flame, and so I lost my name. The moon rose high with fragile glow, a dying truth I used to know. My horse stood still beside my knee, a mirror of what's left in me. I breathed the dust, the stars, the night, felt something shift inside my side. The desert hummed with softened tone, a place I called my own. Then silence wrapped around my chest, a calmness begging me to rest. And in that quiet, tender space I found my missing trace. I whispered to the shifting sand, I'll take my name in my own hand. And somewhere deep the desert sighed, a sound of peace applied. In the desert where time forgot my name, I
carved it back through ash and flame. I stitched my past, reclaimed my claim, stood tall where men returned to shame. And though the wind remains the same, it knows